Alright guys, jumping right back into League for Dark Matter and Return Sphere. We're going to be in round 6 with the Ronso Fangs going against the Albed Sykes. We are taking on the Kilka Beasts, and the Guado Glories are taking on the Luca Goers. So we've had we've been winning. The last game was stressful. The last game was close, but we've been persevering, right? That's the motto of our team. I don't know, we have a lot of different mottos. Depends on when you ask me and how it's going. But yeah, we're in round 6 and we're hoping to get Noi Guado some more experience. As a fun little like experiment's the wrong word, but as a fun little checkup, I did check on the other series like the Ronso Fang series and the Luca Goers series to just see how much experience my team had at this point in the game, like during match 265. I will say, from what I can tell, which is scary, but from what I can tell, this is the slowest series yet. So this is, I don't know if we're going to get 380 videos. I think we're going to get into the 400s. Honestly, I'm pretty confident that this series will take quite a bit of time. But that's not a bad thing, you know, you get more time with the Guado Glories, you know? What's wrong with the Guado Glories? They're a good time. But this probably will be a very long series, I think. Yeah, and then we get pressured in the back line there, so I'm just throwing off the invisible shot. Looks like it's not very successful, but Duram does reclaim, so maybe we can, you know, get the ball away from her. She doesn't have the best endurance, so a tackle could be really useful here. We'll just tackle through here, and Duram, just unable to retain the ball, puts us firmly in control. And now that they're away from us, we're just going to pass right back to Noi Guado. The main focus of this league particularly is leveling up Noi Guado, so whenever we can, we're going to pass with Noi Guado. That's what we're here for, that's what we're all about. But pass between Noi and Pa. And I had mentioned we put Ada Guado in the midfield because Ada Guado was a higher level, but they would eventually catch up to each other. I think right now, Pa Guado is 2 levels behind Ada, which is much lower than it was before. I think it was around like a 5 or 4 level difference before. So Pa Guado's rapidly catching up with Ada. I think in the next league where we have Noi and in the field and everything, we're probably gonna have Ada in the back line. It really depends on what level everyone is, but I think it's likely that Pa will surpass Ada by that time. I think it's pretty likely. We'll see, but I'm pretty confident that's what's going to happen. But yeah, we're going to pass between Pa and Noi, and then we do want to get the ball back to Zazzy eventually because we want to have Zazzy attempting another goal. Because it's kind of just best to score in the first half. It gives us a little bit of breathing room, because if we have to score in the second half, there's a lot more pressure there. If we miss the goal here in the first half, time's up, we just move on, go to the next half. If we lose like a shot in the second half and we haven't scored anything yet, what we can instead see is the opposing team gets the ball after we miss, they score, and now it's like do or die time. We have to score 2 goals like now. It is kind of the mentality we're in, which obviously isn't good if we want, you know, to be successful. There's definitely a little bit of risk there. Oh, and that is looking beautiful. Invisible shot, active. Jamal can't stop it, and we are going up 1-0. Alright, well, Mep will have the ball. He's going to push left side here. I mean, he's going to have success with retaining the ball, but there's not enough time to really take an action here. I mean, the pass is okay, but he would have had to shoot right then and there to make a goal. And the funny thing is, he probably could have made a goal. Like, Nav Guado is our goalie. We need to remember that. So, Nav is not the most premier goalie to have. He might arguably be the worst goalie in the game at level 99. I'm not really sure what everyone's catches, but I know his is 12 and most players are 20, so yeah. So finishing the first half 1-0. Got quite a bit of experience for our backline, like I mentioned before. And then close to a level up with Guado and an actual level up with Pa. So more HP, endurance, pass, and block. That's always welcome. Alright, well, Mep with the ball, gonna do a no-break pass. We are gonna be able to block that though. I mentioned it before a little bit, but the Guado Glories, one of the specialties of the team is the block stats of their players. Even the forwards have insane block. So whenever you get in those midfield encounters and then the player decides like, hey, I'm not gonna do anything, I'm just gonna pass, it's nearly always a turnover. Because we just have too good of stats. Like it's nearly impossible, if not impossible, to get past like over 100 block. I mean, this is too much, you know. But they continue to try. They continue to live the dream, believe in themselves, all that stuff. But they continuously fail. But again, we're okay with that because we get the ball back, so we're not too hurt at those situations. We're gonna pass to Pa here. Back to Noi, and I think we are, they're kind of enclosing on us, so we're going to have to take an action, like a pass to Noi, or sorry, a pass to Zazzy Guado pretty soon. Let's do that now, actually. Let's just go for the shot. I think it makes sense. And if we miss, then like we miss. This is a little bit risky because they could get the ball back and then immediately pass it to a forward, who then immediately shoots. Because Nav Guado's in the goal, every shot is a little bit riskier. Even if we block it a little bit, it puts us in a situation where we only have 12 catch between us and getting scored on, and that is never a good position to be in. But it looks like we do get lucky, and we are going to go up 2-0. So Mep with the ball is going to push midfield again. I mean, you gotta be honest though. He is consistent. That is the nice thing. He's being very kind. He's like, hey, I'm going to consistently go midfield. I'm going to consistently lose the ball, but hey, consistency is key. That's it. That's what he's doing, right? He's consistently doing actions. But we're going to pass back to Noi, of course, back to Pa, and try to milk some more experience out of this game as we play on the back line here. I mean, this game's over, though. At the end of the day, this game's over. It's 2-0 right now, and even if they were to score, like, there's no way they could come back from this. This is too much, you know. They would have to somehow regain control of the ball as well, which I would never let happen, because there's no reason for me to be aggressive. If they were to score right now, Otto would get the ball back, and then I'd be 2-1, and then I'd just pass in the back line anyways. So it's kind of just a bad spot for them to be in. Like, I don't see how they could possibly be successful here. Yeah, we're gonna pass to Noi here. And then we're gonna pass to Zazzy, and we're just gonna go for it again. We're gonna live the dream. Invisible shot number 3. Or 2? Or 4? I forget. But we're doing invisible shot. we should have just enough time for it. My estimations are invisible shot takes around 40 seconds to complete. I believe that's including the super goalie and grip gloves. Obviously none of that triggers. And we're going to go up 3-0. I do really like, I mentioned it before, but I really do like how invisible shot forces them to use separate like blocks. I don't know, it's a little bit of variety in the game, which is nice. Mep really doesn't like being tackled. I mean, I assume it's because he has 29 endurance, and that's awful. But no luck for him. It's going to be 3-0 as the final score. It's a little bit of experience for them. Even a level up for Mep. That's good to see. More experience for us, and then a level up for Guado. Level 64, Guado got a lot of stat buffs. Got more HP, attack, block, catch, endurance, pass. That is very good. Looks like Zalitz's contract with the Albit Sykes has expired. Zalitz is going to be re-signed for about 34 games. We're going to see Basik Ronso's contract with the Luka Goers expire. He's going to be staying for about 15. Jamal Kilkabis is staying for 19. And then we have the Albit Sykes taking out the Ronso Fangs 5-1. We took out the Kilkabis 3-0. And then Luka Goers just stomp on... Yeah, pretty much they stomp on the Guado Glories 6-2. Not too bad. We're convincingly the top scorer right now, which is good to see. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. And when you come back, we're going to be playing more Blitzball. Till next time.